Alright, let's talk about some breaking news. Donald Trump has just recently released an apology video through Facebook for comments he made about 10, 11 years ago regarding some crass comments that he made towards a famous entertainment personality. And yes, the comments were vulgar, the comments were classless, they were definitely objectifying women in a sexualized manner. And of course, this is wrong. This is not acceptable. And Mr. Trump obviously realizes that, and he has apologized. Okay, he's sent out two apology notices. The first one was a rather short statement, and on the second apology, he made a pretty lengthy video explaining that he has taken accountability for his words and that he feels remorse. He has apologized. And I think that we really have to appreciate an apology for what it is, okay? We cannot afford to be in a society where somebody does something wrong, says the wrong thing, okay? And it may be vulgar, it may be unclassy. However, the man has apologized, okay? So essentially, we need to get off our high horse and just accept an apology for what it is, okay? We don't need to harp on this like the mainstream media. The one thing I find disgusting about the liberal mainstream media is that they suddenly have found Jesus Christ. Suddenly, these amoral individuals have found Jesus. And with their newfound Jesus, they're now attacking Donald Trump, or they're attacking people who are politically conservative. And I find this to be disgusting. I heard a liberal pundit say that how is he ever going to explain to his son or to his daughter the words that Donald Trump has used? Please, please. I mean, your son or daughter is probably using those very same terms. And if not, those are the terms that you guys, the liberal media, have broadcast. You are the ones that chose to broadcast those disgusting terms. So you need to play a role in accepting responsibility. If you don't want to have the conversation with your son or daughter, then don't broadcast those words. The other thing I find very hypocritical in this media firestorm is that all the guys use this term a lot. I mean, they use that kind of language in the locker room frequently. I mean, we've heard this kind of language growing up in grade school, then junior high school, then high school especially, and then throughout college, okay? I mean, many of us have experimented with narcotics, let's just be honest, okay? And many of us have slept around with multiple women, had multiple partners. And then all of a sudden, when it comes to politics, suddenly everybody has found Jesus Christ. Give me a break. You have not found Jesus Christ. You are just trying to score cheap political points. Are we expecting him to build a time machine and to go back 11 years ago to undo those words? Well, if he had the ability to go back in a time machine, I would implore Hillary Clinton to also go back in a time machine, and not too far ago, actually, back to Benghazi, and to save the life of Ambassador Chris Stevens. I think it really comes down to this, that Donald Trump's words in the past have been hurtful. Some of them have been hurtful, and some of them have been offensive, and yes, some of them have been disappointing words. But the worst crime that Donald Trump has committed, politically speaking, is that he has offended people. The worst crime that Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, has committed is that people have died. People have been killed unnecessarily. And also, let's not forget that the Clintons have a very, very poor record when it comes to women's rights. People say, well, Hillary Clinton now is clearly the clear alternative here. No, she's not. No, she's not. She has defended rapists. She has defended rapists. She, in fact, defended a rapist for that was accused of raping a 12-year-old girl. And Miss Clinton, she impugned the integrity of this 12-year-old girl or 14-year-old girl, whatever the case was. She was a child. And Hillary Clinton impugned her integrity and got this rapist off. And Bill Clinton, I mean, why are we not talking about Bill Clinton? I mean, Bill Clinton had an adulterous, he committed fornication and adultery in the White House. Not only that, before he took office in the White House, Bill Clinton raped women. He's assaulted women, sexually assaulted women. You know, there is no accusation about that from Donald Trump. I mean, nobody's saying Donald Trump is a rapist. Nobody's saying that he has sexually assaulted anybody. Nobody's even said that he's assaulted anybody regardless of gender. Okay? Donald Trump is guilty of being lustful and of saying inappropriate things, whereas Hillary Clinton should be guilty of murder, should be guilty of treason, and Bill Clinton should be guilty of rape. I mean, these are, there's such a vast dichotomy here, such a wide and sharp contrast. I'm not quite sure why the mainstream media is not building this framework. And I'm not just talking about the liberal mainstream media. I know that they're bought and paid for. I know that this is part of a broader conspiracy to do whatever they can do to disrupt the Donald Trump campaign. But I'm pretty concerned about Fox News as well. I mean, Fox News, with the exception of Sean Hannity, Fox News should really build an appropriate framework here. They're not building that framework. Their framework is actually pretty similar to that of CNN, and I don't understand it. Fox News, why are you not pushing for the conservative values here? Why are you not pushing for those conservative principles to which you claim you uphold? I mean, let's build that framework. Okay, yes, Donald Trump is guilty of making very inappropriate comments, very vulgar comments that were frankly disappointing. But the Clintons are guilty of murder and treason and rape. So we need to build that framework here. And we need the media's help. We need the help of Fox News, who's the only conservative outlet, supposedly. We need to build that framework.